Hello and welcome to another episode of Between the Covers. Welcome to the broadcast. As you're coming into the broadcast, do tap the screen, let me know you're here. Say hello, show us some love. Let's see those hearts going up and down the stream. Let us know where you are watching from. So if you're watching for the first time, my name is Daniela Bleckner. I'm an author, book journey mentor, founder of a company called Conscious Dreams Publishing. We work with authors from all over the world, from age 7 to 71. We work with a whole range of different authors, and this is what I absolutely love about what I do. And we help them to transform their ideas, their stories, their messages into powerful books, some of which you can see on the shelf behind me. Over the last 6 years, we have published over 150 books. I've mentored over 200 authors, assisting them in not just writing and publishing, but book marketing, social media, public speaking, and most importantly, confidence. So this show, what is it about? It's called Between the Covers because I really want to just expose what really goes on. Hey there, Joanna, another one of our authors. Her book's here on the shelf. If you're watching via Facebook or LinkedIn, it's there. If you're watching on Instagram, it's there. Ada's wash day. There you go. Anyway, so can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, so this show really is about showing or exposing what goes in between the covers of actually creating a book. It's not just about the writing. Publishing is not an overnight job. There's so many different aspects to it, as my next guest will tell you. It's really an opportunity for you to hear from the writers themselves about their author journey and what it really takes to really get your book out there. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce our guest. So we have an extra special guest. Her name is Joanna Adewale, and here we go. She is 12 years old. Yes, you heard it here first. She is 12 years old. First came across Joanna, feels like maybe a year and a half ago over lockdown. And she said she really wanted to write a book. And she was on Dee Bailey's Black Bookcase. And she had a crowdfunding campaign and was really successful in it. And then came to us for publishing and storytelling workshops. I'm going to show you her book. Look at that. Beautiful. It's called Pugaventure, How the Pug Got Its Short Tail. So before I introduce her to this broadcast, I'm going to read a bit of the blurb from the back so you get an idea of what it's about. When presumptuous Poogie, Poogie's tail keeps growing every time he tells a porky, he loses the respect of fellow pugs Cloudy, Coco, and Cuddles. Having no friends or pugs to trust and a very, very long tail makes life hard for Poogie. But after a visit to the African Pug King, he discovers that getting rid of his long tail is just the beginning. There's a little bit more to the blurb, but I'm going to leave it there on a cliffhanger. And I'm going to introduce our guest. So, Joanna. I'm going to let her read this out for you, actually. I'm going to let her introduce herself, but I'm going to read this anyway. I think it's really lovely. My name is Joanna Adewale, but my friends call me Jojo, and I am currently 12 years old. I have one sister who everyone loves, and my loving parents. I love drama with a passion, and I'm a dancer. I always want to be an actress. I also want to be an actress, but I definitely enjoy writing stories. One of my favorite places to go is the theme park because I love roller coasters and the thrill gets me all excited. So let's give her a huge round of applause. And we'll do that by way of emojis. Let's see some hearts go up and down. Please do give us some love. Show Joanna some love. This is her very first interview. She's going live on Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. All at the same time. There you go. So if you just flip your camera around a little bit there, Joanna, for Instagram. Hi, Vanita. Another one of our authors. Your book should arrive tomorrow. Okay. We can see you. Brilliant. If you're watching, please let us know what the sound is like on Facebook and on Instagram. So we're going live on multiple platforms today. Joanna, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent. So who just tuned in, I'm speaking with the also amazing Joanna. She has published a book called Pugaventure, How the Pug Got Its Short Tail. What a beautiful cover. What an amazing book. So how do you feel you are now a published author? I mean, your book's out on the 30th, but it's here in the flesh. How do you feel?
I think it's quite exciting, and it was a lovely experience to do it as well.
Amazing. I saw your proof copy opening video, and it was really, really impressive. I could see the excitement on your face. So how did that actually feel?
I was really happy. I had to show my friends, obviously. I was like, my book is out, and I was really happy and very excited.
I could see that on your photo. I love watching people or authors get their first proof copy, but I think your one was going to be, it gave you the most joy because you were so excited. So can you give us a way to people watching via Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn and YouTube, so that's over here on your camera on your laptop, on your iPad, sorry, I'm confused. Okay. So it's really funny because we're going to look between one camera, so you're looking at the iPad and you're looking at your phone as well. We've got so many people that want to see you. Okay, so we've got somebody saying something already. Charlotte saying congratulations on your debut of your book. Amazing. So what's people's responses been like?
They were at first, well, some of my friends didn't believe me, but then I showed them the book and they were so proud of me, and they were really shocked because they didn't actually know that I was publishing a book, and they were asking me, oh, was I getting the money from it? Is this actually true? And I was really happy as well, and they were really happy for me.
Wow. I was going to ask you if some of your schoolmates know you were writing a book. And they didn't,
yeah.
So it's a massive surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Dorothy Diamond is saying hello. Tia is so happy for you, Joanna. Do you remember Tia?
Yes.
Where do you remember her from?
I think it was from the call that I joined quite a long time ago.
Was that the storytelling workshop or was that?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, she did as well. Well, for those of you who don't know, Tia is another one of our authors. Her book is just here, called Here you go. Her book is called My Afro, From Best Friends, and they were both on the Black Book case, T. Bailey's Black Book case over lockdown, and I also had some storytelling sessions with you. And I think you got to meet Tia there. Tell me, how did you find the storytelling sessions? Did they tell us a bit about them? Did they help you? You already had your books, didn't you?
Yeah, I was quite inspired because I found out there were other kids that were writing their own books as well, and I was thinking that this is really amazing because we're all writing our books and publishing it, and we're the next generation to come.
It's astonishing because I won't tell you my age, but I'm obviously a lot older than you. And I always wanted to be an author. I used to glue pages together and put one of my old books I glued together next door. I might get that for a minute. But I just have never met a young author, somebody who was my age, 7, 11, 12. So the fact that there's like a community of you, I think is absolutely amazing. And can you see yourself inspiring other young authors to write their books as well, and publish their books?
Yes, I would encourage other people to write more and to publish their books, because there are other amazing writers out there, and I think they need to publish it as well, so the world can see.
Amazing. Well, I have some good news for you. I have 2 more young authors that we're working with. They are, I think, between 10 and 12 years old. So I'm going to be doing the storytelling workshop again. So yeah, I'd love to invite you back now as a young expert. You can be doing what Tia did and sharing your expertise in the course. You up for that? Oh, I love it. Okay, brilliant. Okay, we've got some lovely comments here. So if you look at your iPad, you've got Dorothy saying, I want to say that your dreams can always come true if you put your mind to it. That's lovely. Thank you. Same, always wanted to, never did until I was 38. So that's Leah. She's written 3 books with us now. Her profile picture's got all of her books in her hand. Amazing. It's never too early or late to start. Lots of feedback, Danny. Okay, so is there feedback on Facebook? Is it on my voice or is it on Joanna's voice? Just let me know. That would be great. When is it, Danny? Adi would love that. Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm planning to do them on Tuesdays, 5 o'clock, possibly, in July, towards the end of June, but I'll get in contact, and that'd be great if she wants to come along and join it. That'd be really cool. Okay, so more questions. Oh, we've got another. Esther said I would like to have an interview someday about my book. Okay, is that with Joanna? Joanna can give you a consultation. So, Joanna, tell us a little bit. Tell us first of all, what is your book about? What inspired you to write it?
So at first, this was a creative writing from from year 6, and we were working on Rudyard Kipling and how he wrote his books and how there was a moral behind the story. So I, loving dogs, I wrote mine about pugs, and I was thinking maybe instead of having a long nose like Pinocchio, when he lies he grows a long nose, I was thinking maybe their tails could be long, and that's whenever they lie their tail grows more. And I was thinking, oh, maybe how do they get a short tail from that? And I was thinking maybe when they tell the truth, it can shrink again.
Oh, I love that. In fact, there's a picture, isn't there?
Yeah.
There you go. This is Poogie with an extremely long tail taken from the Pinocchio. So instead of the nose, to adapt it to become the tail. And what I love about your book is there's a real moral to it. So his tail grows when he lies. Can you tell us a little bit about his personality? We spoke quite a lot about how the main character must have some sort of development change. So tell us about Poogie and how he changes.
So at the very start, he's quite ignorant, and he's one of the most common bullies that you would find. And I wanted to describe him as that. And I also put in the story his background and why he might have been like this. And there's always a story behind it. Maybe their parents are influencing them how to do it, or something bad's happening at home to make them do this, or they just want to make themselves feel better. So I thought maybe I could have a background story for his actions. But then gradually, as it gets along the book, he begins to change and becomes much nicer.
Oh, you're professional now. It's great, and you showed that real journey, and I love that you've got the idea of the backstory and wove it into the book. Because no character is just horrible or mean or lies or selfish without a story behind it. And I like that you go into that's really clever. So tell us a little bit about the process of writing a book. Was it easy? What challenges did you face, if any?
So I thought it was going to be quite easy flow towards publishing the book. It was a great experience. There were some rocky ends where I had to edit it a little bit more than I expected it to be. But overall, I thought it was really good. But it was kind of long. There were some times, because of COVID and everything, we had to kind of postpone it and make it longer. And yeah, but I honestly thought it was a good experience.
You know what? So many authors have their own journey, and myself as well. When I wrote my first book, I thought, I finished writing it now. That's it. Throw it out there. Then you get it back from the editor, and you notes, you read it, do this, and check it. Some people find that designing the book is what takes the long time. Other people find that the editing, especially if it's a story, that can take a long time. So I call it a book journey, because every journey is so different. Tell us a little bit about working with Bryony. You worked with one of our illustrators, didn't you, together with the images and putting it together. So tell us a bit about. Also, Sharnette says it takes much longer than you think it will. Exactly. Her bit is here. Let me grab it. I'm gonna have notebooks left on my shelf in a minute. This is Sharnette's book. So yeah, she can also testify that it takes a lot longer than you think it will. So yes, tell us what questions are asked you.
It was about Bryony and her illustrations. I honestly thought that the illustrations were amazing, and how I thought the characters that I was thinking in my head was brought to life by the drawings that she created. And I really enjoyed looking at the images, and I was thinking, wow, this is really happening.
It really brought it to life, didn't it? Yeah. And what I love is that you had a say in everything. So all of this, all of these details. Look at the pug with his tail, long tail at the back. Oh, no, I'm trying to show here. So all of these images, I just get with the. I get involved in the editing, as you know, which can be seen as a boring process because it's going over literally everything, every word, every part of it. But the designing bit, I think, is really fun. And I'm CC'd in the emails, but I don't get as involved in that. So I let you work it out together, have your meetings. It's just so exciting to see it all come to life. So you had a say in everything that you see here, all the images, how it looks, what the expressions on their faces are. Tell us a little bit about. Here you go. This image and what it was that you wanted to get across.
So that was when Puji went to the Pug King, and I wanted to show the readers that there's always a way with magic to shorten his tail, and that was the journey to the palace and everything, with how the king tells Puji how to shorten his tail and
Okay. And somebody else, Charlotte's also asking, let me go back to the question. It's about the illustration process. Hey, Justina, one of our illustration designers. How did you communicate your ideas with the illustrator? So, for example, did you have Zoom meetings? Did you show them examples of things that you like? Did you have the set idea in your head? Did you come up with it together?
So we did have a few meetings as well, and I was at the start. I did a sketch of what I thought would be great to have in the book, and Bryony did use that in the book, and I thought it was really good. It was better than my drawing, but I was thinking that the Puji could have a really long tail in his messy cave, and it worked really well, better than I did.
And 100 million times better than I could ever. I wouldn't even attempt. I'd attempt in my house where no one can see, but I think it would not be in a book. So fantastic. If anyone's got any questions or comments, please do throw them in as well. We've got some here. Bad echo on my side on Facebook, is it? Oh no. We're over on Instagram, which might be better. I don't know why there's an echo. There couldn't be. Sorry. Alison says, well done, Joanna. Amazing. Penny says, I was learning to swim at 12. Kenny interviewed Kenny last week, actually. His book is here. Oh, my authors come on, and luckily I always have their books to hand. There you go, invisible. Okay, right. Please let me know if the echo's any better or if it's not. Sorry about that. If you're watching on Facebook or please also let me know too. So, what's your plan with the book? Because I know that it comes out on the 30th of June. Are you planning to have a book launch? Will you be selling your book?
So at the moment it is you can pre-order it now on Amazon, so you can get it and then get it at the 30th of June. But at the moment, I'm not quite so sure yet, but hopefully I can do a book launch and promote my book so people can see it out and buy it.
I'm hearing there's talk of a book launch, but if it doesn't happen sort of around that time, we definitely need to do something for you. I'm thinking about having a children's event, so maybe we can get all of our young authors together and have a bit of a young writers conference. Okay, so bear that in mind. So it's very exciting. Will you be taking your book to school, or maybe talking in your school about your book?
I actually did that, and most of my teachers found out as well, and one of them they were really proud of me. They were telling all of the English department and the librarian, and they took a picture of me and put it on the news article in our school, and it's called What's New in Newhall School. And my English teacher, she said that she wanted to post it on Instagram and everything.
That's amazing. Could you send us a picture of you in the newsletter, please? I'd love to see that. That's absolutely fantastic. Well done. And has the librarian taken a copy or two for their library?
Not yet, no. But we will do.
Get those copies in. Go to other local libraries as well and see if you can get your book in. We can talk more about that, because there's so much you can do with your book, and I think it's just absolutely amazing. Would you like to share any of your book with us? Would you like to read some?
Yes. So I'll just find a page.
All right, bear with me. I'm going to quickly run and get something. So,
okay. Okay, I found chapter 13.
Lovely.
That's where
I'm going to read along.
Okay. So chapter 13, Coco leaves. Coco gave her a reassuring look, telling her that it was okay. Coco, you said that I was mature. If I am, then I should be able to come with you, Cuddles whispered. Cuddles, you might be mature, but your mouth ain't. Plus, you know the plan. If I get caught, which you won't, said Cuddles. Yeah, okay. I won't get caught. But if I do, then they'll be so distracted by me they won't realise you're trying to free Cloudy. And you'll be so far away, they'll give up trying to get you. They'll just try to focus on me. Yeah, but how will you get out, Coco? I can't afford to lose you too. Cloudy isn't lost. She's still with us. Plus, I know how to deal with these jerks. Believe me, I know. I have an idea, and it involves outsmarting them. That's if they're dumb. Plus, you stuck with me. You can't get rid of me yet, Coco whispered. She winked at Cuddles to let her know she was going to be all right. And Coco climbed carefully out of the bush, trying not to make any noise or she'd get caught. Coco, be careful. I also, love you, sis. Cuddles tried to say this without crying her heart out, but she still had tears filled up to the brim of her eyes, making her eyesight quite blurry. Coco also choked up, trying not to cry, because she knew that if she started to cry, then Cuddle would, and they would waste time bowling on each other's shoulders, hugging. Oh, come here, you big baby, Coco teased Cuddles. Cuddles threw herself onto Coco, and they stood there hugging for a few seconds. But then Coco pulled herself away and said she had to go. And also that Cuddles should remember the signal. She quickly ran to the other big hedge kind of looking bush and hid there, trying to listen to the conversation.
Yay! That's Cuddles hiding. There you go. Okay, let's give her a massive round of applause with the emojis. If you're on Instagram, show us some hearts. If you're on Facebook or LinkedIn, give us a comment. Wasn't that amazing? The expression in your voice is absolutely fantastic. I think it's so important when you're reading a book to get that expression in and get the personality over. Okay. You love drama, don't you?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah? And has that helped you with writing your book or coming up with characters?
It's quite good because I think of like the movies that I watch and like how they act. I put that in my book and create the characters and see which one develops into a nicer one or which one develops into a meaner one.
That's amazing. I'm going to just put my earphones in. People are saying there's an echo on my voice. Okay, please let me know if this is any better. I've got another question for you. Do you have a favourite scene in the book?
I think my favourite scene would probably be when Coco gets caught by the bad pugs who, well, took Cloudy away. And I think I think that was my favourite scene because Coco's finally being confident and standing up for herself, and the bad pugs are just funny characters, in my opinion.
They are very funny. They're my favourite funny characters. And again, I like how you develop Coco's character as well. That's a big part of the story. But we're not going to give too much away because we want you to go out and get the book. Kenny says an actual public speaker. True. Please let me know if the sound is much better. Global Wealth Network says, congratulations, my baby girl. Oh my gosh, wow, Joanna. Amazing. If anyone has any questions for Joanna, please do throw those up. We have about 5 minutes left. Here we go. Amazing. Got lots of lovely comments on Instagram saying beautiful, proud of you, girl. Great job. Justina says these young entrepreneurs make me feel lazy. Well done, Joanna. Congratulations, Jojo. Hold on, there's lots. Someone's posted one of your poems here. Talented all round. Proud of you. Amazing. Alison's also saying, I'm so delighted for you, Joanna. So proud of you. Yay! Published author. So, do you have any other books in the works as well? Are you writing anything else, or maybe doing any drama pieces? What's your next creative project, if you have one?
So, at the moment, there was one piece that I was writing, but I'm not sure if I need to work on it. But it was quite short. I was just doing it for fun. But
short story. And I think it's very important to do these things for fun. Fun is so important with everything you do, I think. Somebody's asked you here, what motivates you to write your own books? I mean, you spoke a bit at the beginning about learning about the different stories like Rudyard Kipling. But what actually motivated you to say, I actually want to publish this book now and get it out there?
So my parents, at first I thought this was an okay book, but I read it out to my parents and they thought, wow, this is really good. You can maybe make this into a book. And I was thinking, I don't think that's going to happen. But then I went through the experience. I was like, wow, this is actually happening. And I think I actually want to get this out and I want other kids to read it and to enjoy it.
It's amazing. I think you're a huge inspiration. I snuck out to get my first book that I wrote. Okay? I was 10 years old. It looks nothing like yours. I did my own drawing. I don't know what's going on there. I did my own drawings. It's called Teddy and Lucille's Adventure. And I didn't ever think it would be possible to publish a book. It wasn't even something that crossed my mind. I thought it was something I had to do as an adult, so I just made my own. Got a little ISBN at the back here. Danny Bleckner. 19. I didn't say the date. No, you don't need to know. So look, the difference. If you to come to my school, because we were around the similar sort of age then, and said, I'm Joanna, I'm 12 years old, this is my book, you can write a book too. That would have been so inspirational for me as a young person. So, Joanna's gone. She's gone missing from StreamYard, but I'll carry on until she comes back. But I mean, that would have been so inspirational for me as a young person. And, you know, you've got a great opportunity now to be able to, you know, go into schools, speak to younger people, maybe go into libraries and inspire other people as well through your book. And you're doing this already through the interview. So I just want to say a massive congratulations to you. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So how can people connect with where can people buy get a copy of your book?
So as I said before, Amazon you can pre-order, and once you order now, then you can get the book at 30th of June. So it's close. 15 more days.
It's very close. It's like a week. We're about a week and a half away. By the way, there's lots of other places you might not know. It's also going to be on Waterstones, W.H. Smith, Barnes and Noble, lots of different places. So wherever you are in the world, I mean, most people have access to Amazon, but you can just Google Pugaventure, and you will be able to see it come up. So that'll be another exciting thing for you. Once your book's released, you'll see it go on to more and more different retailers and channels, and so you'll just be everywhere, which is really exciting. So if you want to, I've tagged her mother in Grace Adewelly in my Facebook and Instagram posts. So if you want to speak with her about the book or anything that Joanna's been doing, you can contact her or myself, and we will keep you notified about any events that will be going on. Do you have any final last words? What would you say to a young person that's got a really good idea, but they, like you, thought, oh, no, it's not good enough to be a book, and shall I bother doing this? Is anyone going to read it? What would you say?
No, honestly, I would encourage you to pursue your dreams. If you want to become an author, then you should fight for it. And if you think it's not good enough, I don't think you should think that, because it's you should share it with your parents. You can see what they think about it, and most importantly, you should think that it's good. You should put it out there, and you should always ask your parents, and then they could help you publish it as well. Just like
amazing. It's been lovely to speak with you. Congratulations on your success. Looking forward to this coming out and seeing it in the hands of people who buy it. And it's been amazing working with you, and I'm sure we'll do much more together. Well, you're going to be inspiring our young people now, aren't you? I'll speak with your mum and yourself about that soon. So yeah, looking forward to having you back as an expert with our other young authors.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. So people who are watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Join us next week. We're not actually going live next week. We don't have an interview next week, but I am hosting a webinar with also an amazing love elder from Genty, who is an MC, host, and coaches women, helping them to get paid for speaking. Joanna, do you want to speak when you're older? Do you fancy going around to different countries and sharing your message and talking about your book?
I wouldn't mind that.
There you go, exactly. So this would be perfect for you when you're a bit older. So this lady, Devalda, she's amazing what she does, and she helps women get paid for actually speaking about things that they love. So I've posted about this on my Facebook. If you're interested in knowing more, you can also DM me as well. It's a free webinar. It's 6 o'clock GMT on Wednesday, next Wednesday. So thank you so much. I have been Joanna Adewale. It was awesome and amazing. Say your name. Joanna.
Joanna Adewale.
Okay. All right. Take care. See you next week.
Thank you. Bye.